Have something else on your sheet?
I keep pressing you, but
No, it's fine.
the reason is that I'm looking ahead to if you do win the primary and you're facing
Sure.
Gabrielle Giffords in that kind of
Look,
situation.
if I was scared of tough questions, I wouldn't be doing this. So please, fire away.
So let's imagine a situation where you're there, you're both in the general together, and she resorts to those low blows that you mentioned earlier. Those 13 questions that I'm sure you're familiar with that Robert Meyer distributed in a mass email that you haven't yet answered publicly on your own. What if she just focuses on those? What if she does everything that she can, picking out of those 13 issues to defame you? What
If
is the
Gabrielle
response?
Giffords wants to talk about questioning my military service in the Marine Corps, and I am instead talking about her taking over the healthcare system and bankrupting the nation, which do you think is going to resonate more with the voters in the district? There's a reason that they've gone that route, and we've talked about the issues, and we're winning and they're losing. The same thing will happen in the general. And by the way, we have answered those questions. It's on VoteJesseKelly.com.
It's on your campaign
It
website?
is.
Where can I find that?
VoteJesseKelly.com. And if you have any
Is it right
questions
on the
about,
front
if you have
page,
any
or?
specific questions, I'm all ears. I'm sure you have them.
I have them, yeah.
Please ask.
You want me to fire these away?
Please fire away.
Okay. You brought up the military service again. Why won't you release those military records?
Available on the website, DD-214, and my certificate of sergeant's already on.
What about your performance reviews?
This is not the officer. I was an enlisted man. We don't get performance reviews, and I wouldn't have them anyway. So.
You don't have any kind of evaluations from your supervisors?
He's honorably discharged, 214.
It's just the question.
Performance reviews, man.
Why not?
Yeah, it's a question
fine.
that's out
It's
there.
the only record you have when you get out as an enlisted man is a DD-214. It shows your ribbons, combat action ribbon, and others, your shooting badges, your ranks, your duty station and whatnot, and that's what you have, and it's on the website. Anyone can look at it.
So can you tell us a little more about your service? I've read in one source that you said you were a grunt. But more recently, you've characterized yourself as a squad leader. So is that the same thing, or?
It is. A grunt means you're in the infantry, and a squad leader means you led a squad while in the infantry.
Okay.
And so were you a corporal or a sergeant?
I was a corporal in Iraq, and I'm a sergeant now. I was promoted to sergeant. 04.
But after you were discharged?
I'm not sure,
Because those
to be honest
discharge
with you,
papers say
because
corporal on
I was discharged a corporal, drove off the base as a corporal, and then like a week later I got a certificate saying you've been promoted to sergeant. So I had to take, because you're in inactive reserve for 4 years, only the government would do this, you're in inactive reserve for 4 years, I had to go change all my uniforms and get sergeant's bars put on, spend all this money putting on. It was a gigantic pain in the butt.
You probably tested and you made it. Or you made the right.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I think I was, because you get out early if you have vacation time built up. I'm sure I got promoted in that time. I got vacation time, but all it meant to me was I just spent a bunch of money. I was fine being a corporal. Yeah. So, anything else?
Well, yeah. What about your high school transcripts? That's another question that's been floated. Why, since
Yeah, I've heard that. The high school. This is something they want us to. This is their newest thing. Release your high school transcripts. It's a sophomoric thing. I would never even consider it. I don't even have them, even if I did.
well, I can see the legitimate reason for asking, and you didn't graduate from college, as usual among the other candidates. So wanting to look back and see what kind of student you are to gather more about your character since you are so young, that's one of the ways that it could be done.
The thing is, it's not been a problem with most people having led men in combat and managed multi-million-dollar construction projects, and our president has a Harvard degree and has destroyed this country. The education thing has kind of been a big benefit for us.
And Bill Gates didn't graduate from college, and look where he's at.